I think brown should be the new black.
Because it was just fucking...
Brown belt should be the new black,
bro. But it's just... I just feel like it's... I don't know, man. There's too much...
Move my glass. I can speak to you, Johnny can speak to me, I can speak to you.
What helps with it though? We're all day ones pretty much, man.
Yeah.
Like, me, Cal and John have trained together since pretty much the start, really. I started and then a year later we moved premises and it changed affiliation to the Red Shield.
Yeah.
And we know none of us are any longer Red Shield, shocker.
Bro.
But we've all been together forever, man. Like, and we trained together there. And I remember John turned up, and he was like just a white belt.
No, but
just a fucking white belt.
The no-gi British champion.
Mate, you know, he took silver medal at the British Open, man.
Yeah,
He didn't tell any of this, man. He turned up with his little hat on in his bag. I remember, man. All right, yeah, I've done a bit before. I've just been, you know, MMA, 2 MMA fights, fucking, like, you know. Right. And then I remember rolling with him, and immediately, man, you know, man, when somebody's lied to you, because their posture, their frame, when you move into them, the way they react and stuff like that, they don't just fall over, you know what I mean? I was like, hang on a minute. And like about 30 seconds later, I was in an electric chair, and I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah. And,
I'm not gonna lie, I was 16 at the time, and I remember, like, at that point, I was like,
got that picture, man, we'll dig that up.
I was like, I was thinking, oh, I'm getting pretty good right now. Johnny came in. Fucking, I remember I didn't like Johnny when I first met him. Purely because rolled with him, passed my guard and darsed me, and I remember just being like, he's made me look like a cunt. Yeah. I literally just like jumped past my legs, darsed me, and I just remember being there and I was like holding on. I was like, I'm not gonna tap. And then like, fucking, literally any story of me in a submission around that age is just like, not gonna tap, and then Pete being like, I'm not gonna break your arm. But
mate, John was a
bro,
man. Yeah. I remember he coming and being a bit pushed out, man, because it was a new club, man. There was nobody really there. It was back in the time where people turned up and then they're like, this is really gay. I'm just in between your legs the whole time, and they never come back. And like just a few of the old boys in it, man, that had been doing. They just did there twice a week, you know, and it was literally just me, you, Hendo, and the coach. And yeah, man. And then John turned up, and then
but he was
fucking. He was such a nice dude, though. That was the worst bit. You know what I mean? Like, he ignored you, and then he was dead sound. The only thing you could hold against him is from Burntwood, isn't it? You know what I mean? But okay.
Like, he was so, like, because we were all training. Like, we did no-gi, but we trained gi a lot, and it was like. He came in and he was just like slick at no-gi, and he just caught us off guard because it's like, I'd never done a dars. And then he just came in and did it to me. I was like, what the fuck was that?
I never even knew what an electric chair was, bro.
Bro, yeah, exactly. And then like you start seeing shit.
I never tapped my groin before.
Bro, the first time you see Eddie Bravo and you're like, what? Who the fuck is this guy?
Gonna do the crypt crawl like. They're always Australian.
Yeah.
But,
Australian Eddie Bravo.
But, mate, yeah. But like I say, it's mad, isn't it? How things go full circle after that. Jim left. We trained elsewhere. I'm not gonna lie. Every coach we trained with. Been very good, man. Very good.
Top tier, man.
I've like, you know, we left one very dedicated coach who's like dedicated his life to the sport, man, and then went to another guy who's dedicated his life to the sport, man. Again, like it's you know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot to do that as well, man. Like, you're giving up on a lot of other things in life to just focus on that aspect of your life, man.
The amount of technical knowledge that they like, you know what I mean? They can be like encyclopedias.
I always still give credit, man. Like, if this coach taught me that, my mum, they're like, oh, where'd you learn that bit from? I'm like, that's from so-and-so, man. Well, they always assume it's yours, don't you, man? But I'm always thought, I don't know. I just tell people where I learned it straight away. So if you show me something like, oh, no, Cal showed me that. Or then like, oh, yeah, so-and-so showed me that. Or so-and-so showed me that. Or, yeah.
Bro, the thing is, it's like...
Credit where credit's due, innit, man? I know they didn't learn it. They didn't make it up themselves. Like, you know what I mean? They've also learned it, but...
Yeah, but you think about it, it's just a passing on of a skill.
Man. But they've all been, like, I will say I'm blessed in that sense. I've only ever had good coaches. And now, like, we're at this place, like, it's just a hive, I find, man. Like, there's just such a variety of different level there with different coaches. With, like I said, black belt in judo, but a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Then you've got somebody who's like a no-gi competitor in Waggles. You've got Johnny D, who's like ex-MMA, BJJ, specialist in no-gi, but great in the gi. Like, you know, and then
it's crazy. He's so good at no-gi, but he enjoys training in the gi. And it's like... you know, and it's like, I don't know, sometimes...
That's why he prefers the gi, bro. Like, now this is what's mad, isn't it? Like, it's like how Java, you'd think as a judo guy, would be top game only. I remember when we first started, all he did
all the time.
was play top game, and now you don't want to go in that kid's guard, man. Fuck,
bro, even in no-gi, when I was trying to get past his guard, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is really awkward, like...
But I think the reason why, you know, it's so easy to fucking have such high regard to people like this is because of the dedication in it, man. Like, anybody that's done this sport for a long time, glazing all of us now. But like, it's easy just to take an injury and take some time off, then not return. Because when you take some time off, you come back, and then the gears that you were on par with is now like smashing you. You know what I mean? Like, and you were like, what? I was beating this dude, man. And now, like, he's cutting my guard like it's nothing. He's slapping me in submissions. I don't even know. Where did he learn this? Like, you know what I mean? And then you just fade out. You don't come back. You know what I mean? Like, and it's so easy to do.
I really think.
Yeah, man. It's
like, sorry, to that point, I really think it's important though. Like, people realise, like, you've just got to focus on your own progression. Like, as much as like you're training with a team and stuff like that, but it's like as a coach, or like if you're in a coaching role, it is your priority to sort of like, you know, coach other people, give them texts and ideas. But when you're like a white belt, blue belt, purple belt, that's when I say, like, you know, those are your best years to sort of take the time and learn shit. Obviously teach little bits and stuff like that, but it's like, you know, you have got to, I think sometimes you can get sucked into coaching early on, and it can like, you know what I mean? I don't, like, maybe I'm not putting that as eloquently as like
some people I feel they still coach, but then they also make the time like we know the dude that runs our local MMA school round here. I don't know what I'm allowed to say names or not, like fucking, but like Reese, innit, man? Like, he's been coaching himself since blue, but that kid travels a lot, man.
No, but that's what I mean. No, but that's what I mean.
Learning,
no, but that's what I mean. To that point of like,
he still goes around.
He still goes, and like, I see him having private. Like, he'll go and have private.
Success story as well, man. Like,
bro.
Need to get you on, Reese. You could tell your story, bro.
Chapters.
But
chronological, non-chronological. We can have flashbacks. Wait a minute, what flashbacks? To have a coach like Johnny, where it's like, you know what, like, me and Johnny are like,
he's dedicated, man.
But
you don't get many coaches that go to any comps, let alone go to that level of dedication.
Because I'm pretty sure Johnny was meant to be having time off or some shit like that, and he said that initially, and then he was like, fucking, I might be remembering this wrong, but from my memory he was like, oh, I'm not about to make it, I'm doing something. And then he actually made the time to, like, he rescheduled his plans to come down and coach the Grappling. So it's like,
he's a top guy, man. Like,
actually, bleep out when I say every time I say it, bleep it out. I don't want to give them credit. and bleep that.
And go. He's always done great, man, as a coach. But no, man, like, mate, he's a very dedicated man. And the fact that he's as busy as he is, running a successful business, and he's got a partner. Don't forget he's got dogs.
Right.
You know, and
2 dogs, man. Bleep that
and
bit.
Still have that time to dedicate to the gym and
not
just
students.
the gym, man, but the gym, but the students on and off the mat, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if you need somebody, he's there, man. Like, like I say, it's rare, man, to have a coach where they're not just after trying to make money at you. You know what I mean? They just want that dough, man. Like, they can teach you some good shit, don't get me wrong, but they're not that invested in you. Like, I've had it before, like, you know, where I've had coach, you feel like you're like, I don't know, man, there's something there. Like, you've got a relationship, you've been training together for a few years, you know what I mean? Like,
you hold hands.
And then, you know, you touch pieces in the shower gym. But you're like,
I really wondered where you were going to go with that. I think the culture was different back then.
Well, back then,
I feel like
you got taught a technique, and then you were not allowed to tell anyone because it weren't like, you didn't have Instagram back then, did you really? Where
it was like, almost like secret, like, it
I
was
remember when
secret
the
to
first
gyms,
the rear naked choke went from that to that.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So instead of going
God!
We stopped doing that. It was like, what we actually do, lads, you don't do this, you do that. You just slide it right round the back of the head like that.
Bro.
Keep it quiet.
I remember being
quiet.
I remember being taught that one.
Yeah.
And then when it went to that, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. It is annoying though when you do get taught something really badly, and then you got to learn it's just it's a lot quicker. Just And like, I think, honestly, I've rolled with people I've trained with from the start, and obviously I've deviated away from staying under the one guy, and I've bounced around a bit, turned into a bit of a gym whore. You know, but I feel like I've rolled with those people that I trained with originally, and they've all said, fucking hell man, yeah, you've got, you know, a lot better. So there's got to be some benefit in this cross-training environment, you know what I mean? Like by bouncing around, because like my original gym, specialist, half guard man. Like, you know, the next place I trained for a bit, man, before I came to where I'm at now, where I settled down, like, just an encyclopedia, I don't lie, man, just knew everything. Like, yeah, it's crazy, whatever you wanted, yeah, bang, there. Like, again, blessed with my coaches, innit? And now I'm in an environment where I've just got 5 different coaches under one roof, innit? And it's just like,
bro, and just
learning such a variety of skill sets, man.
You know what's crazy as well, though? The diversity of training partners, not just coaches.
Well, yeah.
Because I feel like you can have like a lot of different coaches, but then like sometimes your training partners remain the same. So then it's almost like sometimes you got like you said, visit other gyms. But what's crazy about Manifest is like it's cultivated this thing now where it's like you get no-gi guys from different gyms. You get MMA guys.
4 or 5 guys from different gyms on the mats. Just drop-ins on a one night. 5 guys from different gyms.
Like and gyms, bro, and like like some of the boys from like Peak sometimes come down. But they're like no-gi specialists.
Like, as well. Yeah.
Like, you know,
Gordo, Canuck, them guys down. Good guys, man.
But it's like the thing is, the only way you're gonna get better is by collaboration, sharing shit.
Well, that's something that I've seen that's happening. I've noticed in that area. We're just talking about those gyms. Like, you've had John's gone and taught over at Gordo Canuck. Ash has come over and taught at Manifest.
There's a good class.
Reese from Balls come over and taught. There's this community arising finally, man. Instead of this bullshit where it was just like, you with me, you're against me, lad. Like, you know what I mean? Like this fucking, like, you can't train anywhere else. Like that's such a, what's the word, man? Like an insecurity, man. Like you've got to be insecure. If you're worried about them going to another gym and training there, what are you worried about them saying? Like, you know what I mean? Are you worried they're going to go there and think, oh, it's better here. There's a vibe here. I can actually learn and have fun. I don't have to put my hand up to go to the toilet or fucking, you know what I mean? I can just be like, yo, I'm going to the toilet. Yeah, sound. Not be like, can I go to the toilet, please?
Stop!
As a grown man. Or if you walk out off the mat, like, you know what I mean? You get screamed at. I appreciate discipline and respect. But if the coach hasn't got you all gathered around listening to you, yeah, and you're just in a training session, if you need to pop to your gym bag a sec, or you need to get a drink, or you need a piss, go do it, man. You're a grown-ass man. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a child. You're not in these environments to be treated like a child, man. I think it's a poor trait in a coach where they like the pedestal they're put on, like, and they abuse that position. I feel a lot of the time.
Bro, you just got to.
Some love it. Call me sensei. Call me professor. Professor, bro, my brothers have got a PhD, man. Like, you're not a professor because you've done 10 years training something you enjoy doing, mate. Like, I'm sorry, like, my fucking brother, man, like, when you see the amount of paperwork that they have to do on top of the physical, on top of everything, man, like, you ain't a professor,
Hold on.
You're a fucking coach. You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple.
Does your brother on a census have to put he's a professor?
Mate, he never mentions it.
No, but like, he could eligibly put he's a professor.
Oh yeah.
And that would be a legitimate thing.
He could have like letters in front of his name on his
No, but that's what I mean. You can't do
the fucking point though, you know what I mean?
No, but that's what I mean. Your brother can do that legally and it's recognised by the government. Jiu-Jitsu is not.
Yeah.
There's no proof.
I can't be a professor.
You don't go into a coffee shop as a black belt and be like,
a sensei.
It's like, you know what? Coffee's on the house.
Yeah.
You protect this land.
Yeah.
Brown belt should be the new black,
bro. But it's just, I just feel like it's, I don't know, man. There's too much.
Move my glasses first.
Get me on camera, you son of a bitch. Get me on camera.
I've not even warmed up.
Make me look a bitch for all my peers.